Hello, my name is Mike Johnson. I'm taking you on an inside and outside video tour of this 2015 Ford Explorer Police Interceptor. And to be very clear on which one we're looking at, let's start with the VIN number. The easiest way to tell them apart is the last 3 digits of the VIN number are 264. We have the window sticker for this one. Currently the odometer shows 93,584 miles. And the engine hours, total hours, is only 2,746. So engine idle hours 752. Engine total run hours 2,746. What does that mean? That means if you add up all the time somebody's been sitting in this car driving or sitting there with the engine idling, running the air conditioning, it says they've been idling for a maximum of 700 or so hours, but the total hours that the engine has run on this vehicle is 2,700 and change, which is a big deal because this is a former police undercover unmarked vehicle. And this was a VIP supervisor configuration, so it has cloth seats, doesn't have a cage and all that stuff inside. It's very clean, super clean, probably about as clean as you can get. If you compare this one with, say, the black and white cruisers, those black and white cruisers might have 20,000 hours, which is almost 10 times as many hours as what this one has. So when you see the cop sitting in your neighborhood with his little radar gun pointing into traffic or eating donuts or whatever they do in these cop cars, that's not what this one was. This one was sitting at the parking lot at the police station, not doing much, while the boss was inside filling out his reports and all of that stuff. So this one sat around and didn't get used much, but did get used, light use. So that means it was unmarked, so it's a detective style car, so that's not running around chasing bad guys in high-speed pursuits and stuff like that. It did have red and blue lights on it. They had these stealth lights hidden in the headlight areas. Now it's raining right now here. We have our monsoon season. It's July and it's raining. July 31st, 2023 when I'm filming this video. This is a very, very clean Ford Explorer Police Interceptor. So what you need to know, this is 4-wheel drive, aka all-wheel drive. It has a very powerful engine. These are built from the factory with the Mustang 3.7 liter V6, which has 4 valve per cylinder, so it's a 32 valve engine, kind of like the Ford SHO engine. Very high performance engine, so they accelerate really well. Even if it's raining or snowing, that all-wheel drive keeps your tires from losing traction. If we open the hood, it looks like brand new under the hood. Looks like brand new inside. And while we're at it, I mentioned this has the cloth seats. It looks not like nobody ever sat in the back seat. The police vehicles, the regular ones, black and whites and stuff like that, they have plastic rear seats, or they're ordered factory with the vinyl rear seats. But this one is a little bit more high-end. It's got the cloth rear seats, and it never had a cage in there, never had lights on top. It's got an antenna, like a GPS antenna or radio antenna up on top. This one has keyless entry, remote control, push to unlock, push to lock. The regular patrol vehicles don't get that. This one does. California and federal emissions. Look how clean the engine is. It's still got the circuit breaker going to the wiring in the trunk, but the circuit breaker is no longer connected to the battery. So if you ever say, hey, I want to hook up some lights or thumping stereo or any maybe a power inverter. It's got the wiring installed where you could do that really easy, but the emergency lighting and all that stuff was removed. Like I said, very clean under the hood. When this one was parked, the paint is glossy and shiny. It was probably parked inside a parking structure, not even parked outside. It's probably parked inside of a parking structure because it doesn't look, when you look at a used vehicle, you look at the black trim. If they sit outside, this gets all faded or loose or cracked. Looks like this thing came out of the factory a couple weeks ago. It's not all faded and cracked. All the black trim, even down low, is still black, like brand new. This one has the parking rear sonar sensors, has the color backup camera that displays on the rear view mirror. This one, as of right now, does not have a spare tire, but we are including a tire repair kit. Literally 30% of new cars don't have a spare tire, maybe 50% now don't have spare tires anyways. If you need a spare tire, it's easy to get one. You can specifically request one if you want that as part of the deal, because it will fit back here. This is the wiring that goes to that circuit breaker that's no longer connected. So if you want to hook up your stereo amplifiers and speakers back here, you could. This one has a heavy-duty rear cargo tray with these super strong hydraulic gas lift supports to hold up, so even if you had some weight on here, it'll lift it up. And then this can close, and then you put the thumb screws in there to hold this in the down position. So it does have the police interceptor package, which is this roll cage back here. The roll cage bolts into where the third row seat would be on the comfy cozy passenger version. It has a third row seat in the back. This one does not. This has the roll cage, which theoretically these are resistant to a 70-mile-an-hour rear end collision without harming the occupants, in theory. Don't recommend testing it, but that's what they say. It's very clean. This has the police wheels, the Goodyear Eagle tires. I spotted a nail in one of the tires. We're going to get that fixed or replaced, and then we're going to take this to the dealer and get any recalls cleared. Actually today, as soon as we're done filming the video. This one does have tinted privacy glass. If you look at the Carfax report, you should see no recalls. I have my camera equipment in here right now. This has the sturdy police center console, but the radio and siren units have been removed. We're gonna get a fabricator to make a little metal cover that matches to cover these two openings, but we have the radio mounting. If you did want to put a radio or something in there, you could. Also, it's possible to put a Apple CarPlay stereo in place of the factory stereo. Those are available. We can do that for you, although it is about $700 to $1,000 to have that done for you. But this is a real nice center console in this one. Police package center console. Super sturdy steel. It's not the plastic ones that you get from the Ford dealer. It's even got the cigarette lighter accessory plugs mounted in it. We just got this one in. This is fresh in stock. We're still doing a little tweaking of little things like that. Missing cover plates, we'll get those made. Paintless dent removal hasn't been done, but this has almost 0 dents in it. We usually do that as well. It's very clean Ford Explorer Police Interceptor. So we're going on a little test drive of this Ford Explorer with 93,000 miles on it. Has the backup camera displaying on the rearview mirror screen. Just the way it is, that's how it comes. Up on the overhead console, it has a big cool dome light which turns red for night vision or white. That's not your pull over people light, that's just for reading and stuff like that inside the car. It's a full-blown actual cop car formerly, and it's in really nice condition. I will tell you, this is about a 1 in 2,000 car, because there's not too many of these in nice clean condition like this one with low engine hours. Usually what I see for low engine hours is like 16,000 hours. This is only 2,700 hours on the engine. So we're gonna give a quick demonstration in the rain here. Full acceleration. No misfires. No wheel slippage because it's all-wheel drive. Let's execute a U-turn. Full-blown cop car U-turn. This one can do it. Power acceleration, and then we just cruise along smooth and straight. Got your steering wheel going straight there, car's going straight, hands off, alignment is good. The company name, if you're going to pay us a check, is A Buyer's Choice. If you see this video linked with any other vehicle, just know that this video was shot for this specific vehicle. My name is Mike Johnson. You can call me with questions. 951-681-2101. Thank you for watching.